Hey, what's up, all my YouTube family out there? I hope everyone is good, having a great Wednesday. So let's get to the trending topics. Well, first of all, I would like to say a special shout out to Big Hank. For those who don't know who Big Hank is part of the hip hop, you know that song, Rapper's Delight? Okay, so shout out to him and the whole entire crew, because Big Hank died yesterday, and it's a very sad situation because I think he was just 57. So, you know, much respect to him, much respect to his entire family, and I hope that everything works out good with, you know, the group, and they continue to do what they need to do to keep making this money, because at the end of the day, Rapper's Delight was probably one of the number one songs, actually, number one most requested songs before everybody started turning up. So shout out to Big Hank. Rest in peace, brother. Moving on, Miss Kim Kardashian released a picture yesterday that's called Breakdown Internet. Basically, Miss Kardashian had this shot where she's facing the wall and our butt is exposed. Okay, needless to say, the photographer that took the picture did a great job. Of course, you know, the thirsty men out there is very impressed, and people are going crazy. Oh, Kim Kardashian, her ass is so fat, and blah blah blah, you know. But I told you people before, the Kardashian clan is winning, and they continue to win because they understand one thing in business, and that is to strike when the iron is hot. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're making sure that they keep themselves in the news and keep on hitting us from left to right. Moving on to my favorite Kardashian, of course, Miss Khloe Kardashian. She posted a picture yesterday on her profile that says KKK, the only KKK that let black people in. All right, so it's just basically, you know, making a joke on, you know, the Ku Klux Klan, who basically did not want black people around, but the Kardashian clan, you know, they want black men in them. So it was funny. Needless to say, it was a little controversy and blah blah blah. People moved on. Again, it's just, you know, keeping yourself relevant, keeping yourself in the news. Moving on to the issues that came up with Miss Nicki Minaj's music video, The Only. If you look at my video from yesterday, you saw that I, you know, made some comments that, well, hey, you know, it's just art, and, you know, it's just, again, for people to get attention, and Nicki Minaj don't mean much about it, and it's just a video that they did. Turns out the producer, or the guy who actually did the video, he was Jewish, and, you know, it's just something that just went dead silent now. The internet has moved on to Kim Kardashian's ass. What I do want to say, though, about Miss Nicki Minaj's video is that you have to be very careful in this music business. For all my celebrities that, you know, that are watching me, to all my peoples out there who, you know, are in the limelight, you have to be careful and understand that anything you say in the court of public opinion can and will be used against you. Let me repeat this again. Anything you do, anything you say, anything that's part of you will be affected in the court of public opinion. What that means is that Nicki Minaj said that, you know, she wasn't the one that was part of the video. She wasn't the one that created the video. It wasn't her idea. It wasn't her concept. But hey, you know, it's a Nicki Minaj product. Okay, so anything you do can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion. It's just that simple. And another thing too, all of these artists that were in the video, I haven't heard nobody said anything. You know, I haven't heard Lil Wayne come out and say anything. I haven't heard Chris Brown say anything. I haven't heard Drizzy Drake say anything. And it's just to say that, well, it doesn't mean that, you know, they're not supporting Nicki Minaj. It's just to show that, listen, man, once you're in the spotlights, once you're in the crosshairs, once the fire's on you, you're on your own. Ain't nobody coming to rescue you, you know? Checked on Twitter, I was probably the only guy that said, Nicki, I still love you and I still support you, because I ride or die with Nicki Minaj. So, you know, my celebrities out there, just understand that this fame game is just a game, you know what I mean? People are with you because of what you could do for them, and when shit hits the fan, everybody dips, okay? There's no one around. So just keep that in mind, that the people that's around you probably aren't your friends. It's more about what is it that you could do for them. And I think Miss Minaj, you know what I mean, probably learned that yesterday very quickly. Moving on now to a more, you know, critical topic. Well, President Obama and China's president came to an agreement where they're going to try to reduce the spread of greenhouse gas. And for those people who aren't up on that, greenhouse gas basically helps to deplete the ozone layer, and by the ozone layer being depleted, what happens is that we get a lot more carbon dioxide, and if you read up more on it, you see that it could become crazy. So United States of America and China are probably one of the biggest producers of greenhouse gas. So for them coming to that agreement is a very powerful thing, because it means that for the rest of the world, that, you know, if greenhouse gas reduce, hey, we have less carbon dioxide. I personally hope that this goes through, because with China, you never know what really is going on in China. China is on their own clock. And for those people who don't understand where I'm coming from, just Google China's politics. Moving on to India now. There's been a huge uproar. What's going on? There was a doctor who basically did a tubal ligation. For those people, again, who don't understand what tubal ligation is, it's basically tying your tubes, render you unable to being pregnant. Now, there was this one doctor that did almost 80-something plus tubal ligation. Now, what this means is that it was a botch operation on 80-something people. Because it was just one doctor trying to do so many people, he ended up killing like 8 individuals. And there's like over dozens of people who are hospitalized basically out of, you know, blood sicknesses and just the entire process just being botched. This is, you know, a reminder to all of my fans in the well-developed countries like Norway and around the world. You know, we have to still remember that even though India has probably one of the biggest population in the world, they still need help. And, you know, for all my people who do charity work, don't forget to do medical missionaries, because it's important. Because, you know, these people, you know, who are poor villagers can't afford to do a tubal ligation, and the government plan was to basically say, well, let's tie some tubes in order to prevent population and give people some money. And what happened is that it was a botched process that ended up with dozens and scores of people being sick, and even 8 individuals being dead right now. So, you know, prayers to those who lost their lives. But again, people, our work on this earth is not just for ourselves, but for our brothers all over the place. Now, I would like to talk about Mr. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. They recently created a project called Project Greenlight. The last one they did, I think, was 9 years ago. So basically, what they're doing is having a up-and-coming director or someone who has been in the business for a little while to just say, well, okay, let's give you some money and make a movie. And I think it's like one of the coolest things, because for those aspiring videographers, aspiring directors, having the opportunity to show your skills as a director for a major project is critical. So shout outs to Mr. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck for giving the unknown a little bit of recognition. Another story that's trending, of course, is the Project Rosetta. For those people who aren't familiar with this, over 10 years ago, there was a satellite that was launched in the atmosphere. And basically, this satellite is supposed to go and land on a rock in space. And this was 10 years ago. And it actually landed today. So congratulations to the people who were able to do this project. Again, it was 10 years ago it started, and it just landed today and over 1 billion miles away from Earth. So, I don't know why they're doing it, but, wishing them the very best. My peoples, always remember to take care of yourself, take care of what is important, understand what's going on with you, and have a blessed day. Peace out. This is your boy DJ Troy in the building. I'm gone.